Offset and Cardi B. Now, Offset crashes out over Cardi is not a headline that I wrote because Offset will be calling me once this show goes live. I spoke to Offset recently. I will just say as a disclaimer, he called me and we had a very nice conversation. He said he's moved on. I don't know if he's moved on or not because I don't get into Cardi's business like that when we talk. We don't chit chat about Offset. But, he said he's moved on and he wants her to move on. He just doesn't want his kids in the conversation. Well, Cardi B, I'm saying her name like she's not my friend. Cardi B. By the way, congratulations, Cardi. You were just honored at ASCAP during BET weekend, and you looked fabulous. I only saw you for a few minutes. I walked to her room, and she went in the room and went to a meeting with the label and left me out there like a nobody. I'm Jason Lee. I left.
Oh, God.
Anyway, I love you. Cardi is out here leveling up with her new boo, Stefon Diggs. Now, Stefon, I like you, Stefon, but you just had a baby, and then you allegedly got another baby on the way. So I don't really know the difference. Unless the sex is fire. And you are good looking. Well, anyway, Cardi B is out here leveling up with her new NFL-based Stefon Diggs, and that has her ex-husband just not happy on the internet because he has deleted his socials. I mean, they may be back by this point, but he had taken himself off the internet for a while. Now, just a little history. We know that Cardi and Offset got married in 2017. In 2020, Cardi filed for divorce from Offset. Now, they reconciled and were on and off again until Cardi filed a second time in July of 2024. In October of 2024, Cardi sparked rumors with NFL player Stefon Diggs. However, as Cardi tries to move on with Stefon, things with Offset got a little messier. In February 2025, Cardi and Stefon were spotted together on Valentine's Day, and Cardi said Offset tried to ruin her day, and she said that Offset can go on and fuck anything he wants. But when I start talking to people, he wants to threaten me and taking shit that I worked my ass off for. Now, as Cardi and Stefon has gotten really, serious since last May, Offset's requested spousal support from what the court documents have said in his ongoing divorce battle. And he's also asking for joint custody of their 3 children. He's also fine with the kids staying primarily with Cardi, which is interesting as Offset has faced claims that he's a deadbeat dad. Now, look, I won't say that he's a deadbeat dad because every time I've seen Offset, he's been very present for not only his kids with Cardi, but his own kids that he has outside of Cardi. But then again, I'm not in the relationship. And then Cardi has defended him in the past and also has accused him of things on the past, saying that there were times that he did not show up. Well, now that the gloves are off for Cardi, she wouldn't care if he got hit by a truck. That's what she said. Listen.
The fact that I'm waking up right now to see that this fuck nigga and his fuck ass team, I know it's not his team. I know it's his bitch ass. Gonna tell the Breakfast Club the only reason why this motherfucker asking for spousal support because I was asking for everything. Because I was asking for everything and because I don't be with my kids. Yo, you such a fucking pussy ass nigga. Word to my mother. I want you to die, but I want you to die fucking slow, nigga. When you die, nigga, I want you to die slow in the bed. And while you die, nigga, you gotta think of me. And when I first filed for divorce, my lawyer filed for shit. And this nigga started spazzing, right? So I told my lawyer in the renewed divorce paper, I didn't ask for no child support because I want to be done with this marriage. Like, I feel like I'm tied up. I asked for no child support. Kiari is allowed to see my kids. There is not one day that he's not allowed to see my kids. Okay? He stood up my kids 3 times. He have seen Blossom only like 5 times. Okay? And I've been trying to save your face. But for you, stop playing saying that I don't be seeing my fucking kids. Stop playing because you don't want to look like a less of a bitch ass nigga. You talk to the kids almost every single day. You call the kids every single day. I allow you to talk to the kids every single day. If I allow you to talk to the kids, why would I not allow you not to see the kids? It was a point that he was making a big deal like, oh, I'm not going to go to New York to see the kids because I'm not going to be seeing my kids in a hotel room. All right. I was like, all right, so you could see him in my mom's house. You still made it a big deal. And I love my daughter so much. Yo, if I'm lying, my kids could die if I'm lying. I said, you know what? To make it easier for you, you could see the kids in my house. Just because I want my daughter to feel the love of her dad. Because I want my kids to have that love of their dad. I want the love of both parents, even if we're not together. Also, the last time we seen the kids was in March on Cody's birthday. Okay? So before you start talking to me about I don't see my kids, let's talk about it. You haven't seen the kids since March. You said you was gonna go see the kids after you went when you did your Dominican Republic trip. You stood them up. You went to do a hosting in Boston and you stood them up. You said you was gonna see the kids after Mother's Day and you stood them up. My house is always open for you to see my kids, and you still haven't seen them. So why you saying that you're asking for spousal support because I'm trying to take the kids from you? The kids is always open to see you all the time, and you know it. You talk to my kids every single day. It's not my fault you don't want a fucking flight to New York. The fuck? You're saying that I'm trying to take everything. What you mean I'm trying to take everything? The cars that you gave me? I gave you cars too. You gave me the Rolls Royce truck. You gave me the Lamb truck. The day that I bought my Maybach, the Maybach was $170,000. And I didn't have the $70,000 that day. I had to get it the next day. So you just put the $70,000. You want those cars so bad, bitch, you could get it. But then you want to talk about the houses. You want to talk about the houses? First of all, my Jersey house, I bought that shit. And you tell me myself, if you buy a house in Jersey, I'm not helping you think because I don't want a house up north. But you know, my dream was always to have a property in New Jersey, in New York. So of course that's gonna be my property. I bought that shit with my sweat and tears. The Atlanta house, you have put me with the bill the last year. The last year you have put me with the bill. Just like you left me the last year, you have left me with the kids' bill. The last year you have left me for a whole year straight. You have left me with the kids' bill. Y'all want to know what's the kids' bills? Start adding. My kids got their own driver. They pick them up from school, they drop them off, and they take them to gymnastics and to wavy unboxing classes. The kid's driver is on a retainer for $10,000 a month. So that's $10,000 a month just on the driver for my kids. Culture school this year, you didn't pay for it. That's $45,000. Wave school a year is $35,000, which you didn't help me pay for it this year at all.
It's not funny.
Cardi gonna be Cardi.
Cardi is gonna be Cardi, but it's too. You wake up like that. But that's what happens when you just get to a breaking point. And listen, again, I don't like seeing the family feuding, but it's not my relationship. I'm just here to report on the news. Now, amid all the drama with Offset, Cardi and Stefon showed up online together in a real cozy moment courtside. Take a look. Here they are at the Knicks game. There was one photo, I don't know if this is the one, but she had her arm all up under him, holding on to. And look, when you step out with your man in public, this is when you know you either want somebody to go and jump off a building or you want the internet to talk, or both. When you saw these pictures circulate, what'd you think?
I was happy for her.
Why?
Because she moved on. Move on.
But when you break up and when you leave your husband, who you've made 3 children with, don't you just take a break for a minute?
No.
Yes.
You only got one life to live.
So
Enjoy
you rebound like that fast?
Yes. If you find love that quick, dive into it.
Well, listen, she's my friend, so I want her to be happy at the end of the day. But I also wanted to see outside Cardi a little bit. You know, I want Cardi to burn the internet down, going on fabulous dates. Clearly, she's not a girlfriend. She wants to be a wife, and this is somebody that she likes, and she's serious about it. Well, Cardi then posted photos and videos of her laid up with Stefon and twerking on him, and she titled the post Chapter 5, Hello, Chapter 6. Look. Okay. Well. Anyway. Cardi's gonna be Cardi.
Cardi's gonna be Cardi.
Included in her post was a photo of her wrapped up in Stefon's shawl from the Met Gala. Look. Oh, Cardi. Is that trolling?
She's trying to cause a crash out, and I love it.
She also shared the dozens on dozens and dozens of roses that Stefon sent to her. Take a look.
Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh boy.
See, this I can get with.
Offset used to do that too.
But I'm just saying I can get with.
He used to do that too.
No, I'm saying I can get with the like posting me with the new person, posting the gifts that the new person gave me, posting myself wearing the clothes that the person had on in a different picture. That's fine. But like pulling the kids in, having a conversation about the kid, what you didn't do with my kid, like leave all that out. But this just having fun with your own stuff.
I'm not saying that. Okay, listen. The level of pettiness got to a point to where the son and Stefon had the same hairstyle by the same braider. That's when Offset lost it and said, y'all gonna fuck, somebody gonna fuck around and die playing about his kids. I mean, that's why at Hollywood Unlocked, we don't talk about people's children, because that is a thing that people will crash out and people will crash.
Yeah.
Can we all just get along? Like, what does it take to make everybody just go their separate ways? Because on one hand, Offset wanted other women and he got it. And on the other hand, she wants a man and she got it.
Yeah. Everybody wins.
But we're not, because we're in it. Like, we're all, like right now we're talking about why.
But see, like again, this I can deal with. And I'm not throwing no shade. The Remy stuff, I don't want to see everybody's text messages. The DDG, I don't want to see y'all text messages. Like, that's too, like you said, take me out of the chat.
I forgot.
This is fine.
I forgot about it. Clarissa Shields and Papoose at the BET Awards approaching me like I was the bad guy. I'm Remy's friend. I'm friendly with Papoose. We never really talked that much, but I was in love with the Black love. We all were invested in their relationship, like we're invested in this one. I've never spoken bad about Papoose. I've never spoken bad about Clarissa. But y'all are involved in a situation that we all got invited to. It's like inviting us to the potluck and not wanting us to have an opinion about the raisins in the potato salad. Like, it's not a fair thing. I've said Offset could come on my show several times. Cardi's been on the show. Remy's been on the show. Papoose and Clarissa are invited on the show. I am Switzerland, baby. I am Switzerland. Offset seemingly, going back to this, Offset seemingly reacted to Cardi and Stefon loving on each other. Take a look at this video. Good rollout in PR. So he's basically saying that this is all just
fake.
Well, Stefon trolled you right back. This is what he said. Caught. And Offset then started crashing out. As I told you, I'm going to use it here. He crashed out, but this is a thing that, I mean, I can understand it. When Wave was rocking the same hairstyles as Stefon, look, maybe the braider was a coincidence. Before he deactivated his accounts, this is what he said. Look, now when somebody dies for playing with my son, then calls me the crash out, I don't care how I look, trolling with my kid ends bad. Would you agree?
Yes, I say don't involve the kids. That I can agree with. Just the videos of y'all twerking on each other. That's what's with Remy, with her pictures of her in the car with her man, all that stuff I love. Post all that, troll that way. But I don't bring kids into it. I don't want to read your text messages because those were private conversations. Like all that kind of stuff, leave it out.
Well, here's what I will say as Cardi's friend, right? I'm staying out of this relationship. I don't call her about her man. We don't talk on the phone about her man. Because I pray that everything works out. Because she is happy and I want to see my girl happy. And anytime Cardi B is happy, Jason Lee gonna stay out the way. I'll pop in, check on her here, and then I do check in on her. But he had a kid recently. He has another kid on the way. And now you're dating my girl. I'm praying that he understands, Stefon, I am praying that you understand that there's a lot of people that loves Cardi and that wants to see her happy. And we want to see her respected, valued, appreciated, and held up like a queen that she is. I don't want to see her hurt again and going through the same thing because, you know, she has an album that's getting ready to come out. She has a rollout. Her kids are beautiful. Her and Offset's kids are beautiful. And she overcame so much in life that she deserves to be happy. You deserve to be happy, Cardi. So, you know, I'm not going to comment on it too much, but I will say that to leave a situation that you deem toxic, to get in a relationship that right now doesn't seem toxic, but has some toxic accents around it, you know, makes me a little uncomfortable. But nonetheless, I'll be here to be your friend and ride with you through it. Okay. And look, fine. Rich. That's why you're smiling. All right. Anyway,